The story we are about to dive into today is one of the most explosive revelations yet, and it's shaking both the political world and social media. Jaguar Wright, a name many already know for her fearless exposure of secrets in the music and entertainment industry, has come forward with allegations that could change the way we view one of the most polarizing figures in American politics, Charlie Kirk. She isn't just hinting or speaking vaguely. Jaguar is outright claiming that powerful people are operating behind the scenes, orchestrating tragedy and chaos around Kirk's life, and she warns that what we've been shown publicly is only a fraction of the truth. To grasp the full weight of this, we need to first understand who Jaguar Wright really is. For those unfamiliar, Jaguar isn't just a former R&B singer with a powerful voice. She's someone who has transformed into a whistleblower, a truth-teller, and one of the most controversial commentators of the modern era. Over the last few years, Jaguar has built a reputation for naming names, exposing dark secrets about the entertainment industry, and pulling the curtain back on figures that the mainstream media often protects. She has spoken about hidden abuse, exploitation, and manipulation. Her revelations are often so shocking that they spread like wildfire across social media, sparking heated debates and leaving audiences divided between disbelief and admiration. But what sets Jaguar apart is her consistency. Time and time again, she has proven she's not afraid to stand alone when it comes to calling out corruption. That's why, when she turns her attention to Charlie Kirk, people immediately pay attention. Charlie Kirk is no stranger to attention himself. As the founder of Turning Point USA, he rose from relative obscurity to becoming one of the most recognizable conservative voices in America. His style is bold, confrontational, and unapologetic, which has earned him both a loyal following and intense criticism. He has built a massive platform speaking to young conservatives, shaping the conversation around politics, culture, and values. But with that kind of influence comes enemies. For years, Kirk has been attacked by critics, smeared in the media, and painted as a villain by his opponents. Still, through all of that, he maintained a certain level of control over his image. Until recently, when tragedy and chaos seemed to circle him in ways that felt unusually coordinated. Jaguar Wright insists that this was no coincidence. She says Kirk's recent struggles are the direct result of powerful individuals pulling strings in the shadows. According to her, what appears to be bad luck, public backlash, or even personal missteps is actually the result of an orchestrated campaign to break him down. Jaguar explains that the same tactics used in Hollywood to silence rebellious artists are now being deployed in politics. In her view, Charlie Kirk is being handled, and when he doesn't cooperate with those handlers, tragedy follows. She claims this isn't about politics alone, but about control. She says there are people who see Kirk not as a man, not as an individual with his own beliefs, but as a tool, a puppet that can either serve their agenda or be destroyed when he resists. This is where the story becomes explosive. Jaguar reveals that Kirk's tragedy should be seen as a warning to others. Step out of line, and this is what will happen to you. She compares it to what she has personally witnessed in the music industry, where rising stars are built up by powerful executives, exploited for everything they can offer, and then torn down the moment they stop being obedient. According to her, Kirk is experiencing that exact same cycle, only in the political arena. And she warns that this is not just about Charlie Kirk. This is about a system designed to remind everyone that power lies not with the public figures we see on TV, but with the unseen players pulling the strings. Naturally, these revelations have sparked outrage and curiosity. Supporters of Jaguar Wright argue that she has nothing to gain by exposing these truths and everything to lose. They believe she's risking her own safety by saying what others are too afraid to admit. Meanwhile, critics call her a conspiracy theorist, claiming her words are designed to stir chaos. But history shows us something important. Whenever Jaguar Wright speaks, people listen, because so often the seeds she plants turn out to reveal deeper truths later on. Think about the timing. Whenever Kirk's influence seems to be growing, whenever his message is resonating more widely, suddenly he finds himself at the center of controversy. Isn't it interesting how those controversies always seem to come at the worst possible time for him? Jaguar argues that this is not random, it is coordinated. In her words, Kirk's tragedies are not accidents but carefully timed attacks meant to destabilize him. She warns that there are even people inside his circle who may not have his best interests at heart, people who are loyal not to him, but to the hidden agendas of others. What makes Jaguar's claims even more compelling is the broader pattern she connects it to. This isn't just about one man. She says it's about how power operates in America, how elites keep control over both politics and entertainment by manipulating the rise and fall of public figures. They build them up, profit off their popularity, and then destroy them when they become too independent. In Jaguar's view, Kirk has reached the stage where he's too big to be controlled quietly, and that's why his tragedies are now being rolled out so publicly. As this story circulates, the reaction online has been intense. Commentators are analysing Jaguar's every word, dissecting her claims, and trying to figure out who the people behind the tragedy might really be. Some speculate she's referring to wealthy donors or political backers who want total obedience. Others believe she's talking about media powers who benefit from smearing him. And there are those who think she may be pointing at something even bigger, a network of influence that transcends party lines and works only for its own survival. But whether you agree with Jaguar Wright or not, her revelations raise a chilling question. How much of what we see in the media is truly organic, and how much is manufactured? If she's right, then Charlie Kirk is not the first, and he won't be the last. His tragedy is simply one more example of how those who refuse to play by the rules of hidden power are punished publicly, humiliated, and broken down until they either comply or collapse. In the end, Jaguar leaves us with a warning. Don't be fooled by the surface story. Don't believe everything the headlines tell you. And most importantly, don't underestimate the people who work behind the curtain. For Kirk, this may just be the beginning of a much larger struggle, one that will test not only his resilience, but also the loyalty of those around him. For Jaguar Wright, this is just another moment where she refuses to stay silent, no matter the consequences. And for us, the audience, it's a reminder that the truth is often far more complex and far more dangerous than we're led to believe.